defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
He's going to go for a big one. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. Brown will throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can back the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football but forcing the turnover.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Presley. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What Terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Still quite a bit left on the plate on 2nd and 8 from the 25. Wide out in motion. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma State 14, UCF 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for room. It's Harvey. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Dances away to buy time. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCF! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, man. It makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Round at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Knights! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Freeman. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Jefferson. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll throw one to his right. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires left. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. A first down for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Harvey. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Third and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, UCF! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately you win.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cowboys!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And right down the middle. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've got...
Looking to take a shot. Ball in the air, intercepted! He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Bowman. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now on first down from the 43. He's looking to throw it. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma State. UCF 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your UCF Knights will take over.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, Dave.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position. You're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fair catch, called for and made. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get routed up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for the... Needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and he plugged it.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, Every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to pass, it's Bowman. They're trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
To the air, it's Bowman. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, it's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 19, set to kick off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. Looking left. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it at the 15. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the stomping has commenced.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. He's taking the deep shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got room on the return. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just read.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Coming after him. Looking for a huge play. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Going deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This offense may want to take note of where this guy is lining up because he's got 2 sacks now in the first 2 plays of the game. He's wrecking this thing before it's even getting underway.
Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fires to the big fella. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to throw, it's Aller. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught, close to the marker, it's Singleton. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open.
Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Penn State 7, Ohio State.
A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Dropping back, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. On second down, they'll take to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Warren. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback, or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chew.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture.
Oh, forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He wants it all. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they can't make the connection. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He leaves it with the back. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Howard. And the ball is intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. The score, Penn State 15, Ohio State 0.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first.
He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A strike downfield. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year.
The ball squirts free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it. An incomplete pass.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That keeps the score.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On the move, it's Singleton. Runs through a tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Allard. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Aller. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 20, Penn State 15.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's complete.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Ibuka. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And he's brought down after a nice game. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Unloads it left. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Smith. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He will step out of bounds. The big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to